at the opening gala of the 50th annual New York Film Festival. And what's opening the film? Why, it's one of the most anticipated 3D films of the year, The Life of Pi. Do you think this will do for tigers what Finding Nemo did for clownfish?
I mean, it's kind of a different thing completely.
Well, I'm going to buy a tiger. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want one in my
order,
bathtub.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, the director. I got a lot of time for a guy like Ang Lee. I've seen his work, and it's just stunning work. So that's what I'm here for tonight.
So audiences at this point have developed a real love-hate relationship with 3D. What made you decide to go with 3D for the film?
I think I need 3D, something I didn't know to begin with. A new media, that is. I think people didn't take it as a new media, artistic form yet. I think there need to be more improvement in the equipment, in the projection, so people don't hate it.
3D is usually reserved for blockbusters.
Well, this is going to be a blockbuster.
Well, okay, it's for pop. Okay, I'll rephrase.
Okay.
3D is usually reserved for popcorn flicks. Hugo broke new ground. Why did you go 3D for this movie?
Well, again, I'm not going to quarrel with you too much, but believe me, you're going to eat a lot of popcorn seeing this movie.
Good.
So, because I think it's this is a new experience. It's a whole different use. What it does is it uses 3D to enhance the emotion of the movie, to enhance what it makes you feel. So it's actually a breakthrough for 3D in that way, even beyond Hugo.
There's one scene you'll see in the movie, a man swimming in water seen from below. It worked very well in 2D, but there's something about 3D that adds a poetry to it. You know, and I think most directors now who do 3D, they go beyond this cheesy thing of something coming at you. It's to add not just a note of realism, but a note of poetry to it, and I think it works very well here. You especially see it, of course, in all the oceanic scenes on the ocean, but all the stuff with the animals in India to start with, the 3D just brings those animals really to life and gives them a greater emotional impact because they do seem more real.
Ang Lee has the ability to always reach and to try new things. A lot of filmmakers get stuck, they get static, and he has a creative courage that's really rare, and I really applaud that.
I think when it gets easier and more comfortable, and then people will see that is actually a very valuable cinematic tool. That's what I believe in. I got into it as a novice. I'm still kind of a novice. I know a little bit more now. I think we're in the beginning of understanding it.
What surprised you the most about seeing your book up on the big screen?
Honestly, what surprised me most was how India is so present in the movie. Of course, it is too in the book, but when you read a book, you don't hear accents, you don't see a street the way it really is. Whereas, of course, a movie brings it vividly to your eyes.
Other stuff where sometimes it gets a little bit stereotypical, but in this it's more real. It's nice to see India from an outside or a foreigner's perspective, get the same India that I would see. It's great. I'm really happy.
Why did you decide to go with only an international cast? You didn't use any Hollywood names.
Well, I had to. It's an Indian story. So to the people here, the majority is a known name. Even though like Irfan Khan is a huge name in India, but people don't know him here. So if you put a movie star, Hollywood, whether it's American or even Canadian, they might jump out, or English, they might jump out on the movie. I decided that it's better to have all unknown people here. But it will be a different story in India.
My last question for you is Robopocalypse.
Yes.
Should Terminator be afraid? Should it be looking out over its shoulder?
Baby, everything should be afraid.
Great.
I like movie line.
Oh, good. That's wonderful. Can you say that on camera?
I like movie line.
Yay.